A look at ethnic rivalry in Nigeria. Before the Civil War, either by opportunity or whatever means, the southern ethnic groups dominated the civil service, and the north was not comfortable with the arrangement. So, to balance, the lopsidedness became a great challenge to the Lagos team, a formidable Northern First 11 politicians based in Lagos to protect the interests of the North. The team comprised two age groups, one, those born between 1910 and 1919, including Muhammadu Ribadu, Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, Nuhu Bamali, and two, those born between 1920 and 1929, including Shehu Shagari, Waziri Ibrahim, Maitama Suge, and Usman Sariki. My point is to remind us that from inception, Nigerian politics has been ethnic based. For instance, in March 1961, Abdulkadir Koguna, Parliamentary Secretary, Federal Ministry of Establishment and Service Matters, urged students at Zaria Government College and the Institute of Administration, Barewa, to join the Federal Public Service, reminding them that of the 41,000 employees in the Federal Public Service, only 400 were Northerners, and of these, fewer than 30 were occupying senior posts. According to John Padden, I quote, the Department of Customs and Excise, which accounted for 75% of the revenue of the Federation at the time, had only 2 senior Northerners in service, although there were a number of Northerners in the lower ranks in the army. Only about 10 were commissioned officers, end of quote. The Southern First 11 politicians knew that one of the objectives of the Lagos team was to facilitate a national balance within the federal ministries. The appointment of Sule Katagu as chairman of the Federal Public Service Commission also was to aid the process. Consequently, life was not too easy for the Northerners in Lagos then. To further facilitate the objectives of the Lagos team and make life safe for the Northerners in Lagos, the then federal capital, Musa Yar'Adua was made the Minister of Lagos Affairs. The main issue in Lagos then was who would control the central government. Northerners felt they had inadequate representation in the civil service and therefore needed power in government. Southerners wanted both. So, the fundamental political challenges confronting Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu today is similar to what happened to Chief Obafemi Awolowo in those days, when Awo's political sophistication was giving both the northern and the southern political first 11 sleepless nights. Tacticians, through some members of Awo's ethnic group, split the Yoruba first 11 politicians into factions. The crisis emanating from the sharp split was some of the causes of the Civil War. Similarly, some members of late Chief MKO Abiola's ethnic group sold him and his merited mandate out to hegemony and death. We must not allow bad history to repeat itself. Today, the major antagonist against the experienced center-forward player and striker for the Yoruba political first 11, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, are sponsored members from his very ethnic group. Are these political tacticians in search of a better Nigeria or a gullible and politically hoodwinked president? Nigeria will need experienced, civilized citizen of the world and one who has demonstrated global exposure and vision. Tinubu is not found wanting in these areas.